Good morning, everyone. I hope that you are doing fine today. So, some people are still coming in. We'll wait a few minutes, seconds. So, how have you been experiencing this meditation? Have you been integrating the virtues in your reality? It is very important to integrate the virtues and, of course, practicing them. Not only a meditation, it's not only a time when we get together and connect and then go back to our usual life and we lose those virtues. So we have to connect with them, integrate them so that we don't lose them. So welcome everybody. So if somebody does not know me, I am the director of the Quantum Bioengineering Institute, and we are with this 40 meditations on virtual spirituals. So the first thing that we are going to do is to reconnect with virtue, with our virtue of today, which is the virtue of patience. And let it resonate within you. Patience. So we connect with the purpose of these spiritual virtues. It is to connect with them and integrate them so that we can emit our reality from this space. We will begin by taking our pulse, putting our attention in the beat of our heart, generating this state of presence. Once we have all our attention, intention, and compassion, our purpose in integrating and including them in our reality, let's raise our frequency quality. Let's raise that whole attention, our best intention, motivation, connecting with our compassion through some conscious breathing, connecting the heart of the earth, the heart of the universe, with our own heart, performing that alignment and feeling we are part of all that is, and that we are part of a totality much bigger than our vision that our being gives us, the being that limits us to this planet, knowing that we are infinite beings. And from there, let's start to integrate. Generating the highest motivation possible. Where the benefits of this virtues may be for all beings. This merits that we are producing here will be medicine for all sentient beings. And it's from that space of interconnection, a universal interconnection, where we will generate the basis for our spiritual work. feeling that interconnection with the universe. Patience. Feel into those time spaces where that virtue, the virtue of patience, has been present in your realities. Feel and observe how it developed, how did it manifest, how did patience manifest, how did it make you feel? These virtues, I mean, we have practiced patience in different situations in our life. And what we want to do here is to enhance them, to keep emanating these virtues in our lives. Patience teaches us to wait with serenity, accepting the process of life and trust that everything happens in the correct time. Many times we feel pushed by the world, and it tells us that everything has to be immediate and that everything has to have instantaneous gratification. By cultivating patience, it becomes a powerful personal transformation. And what we have to have very clear is that this virtue we don't have to confuse with like surrender, like inaction. We have to flow with things, and it's an observer of life. So today, let's observe patience in its different processes. Patience with ourselves, patience with others, and very important, patience with the processes and events in life. Cultivating patience with oneself is the first step to integrate this virtue. Many times it's us who are the worst critics. We ask ourselves immediate results, immediate changes that takes us to this perfectionism, constant perfectionism that takes us away from our center. It generates frustration, anxiety, this self-criticism that is a loss of energy. And patience with ourselves means accepting those rhythms, accepting our own processes, and knowing that each human being has its own path of learning. And knowing that comparing ourselves with others only deviates us from our own process. Patience asks us to be patient with ourselves and celebrate our breakthroughs or advancements. Every deep transformation requires time, that time where we have to be patient, we have to be stable, we reflect about myself. Am I impatient with my own growing process? Can I treat myself with the patience that I would offer a loved one? Reflect, go within, and remember that patience with each experience when we have a difficult moment will bring a lesson and understand the transformation, the real transformation will happen in the perfect timing, not before, not after. Patience gives us maturity of living. When we're children, when you're young, we want everything to be fast. And sometimes we don't care how it happens or what happens. But when we mature, we become aware of this knowledge, recognizing that we are constantly progressing and that true growth is nurtured by the respect that we have for our own rhythm, making things grow out of love. When we feel how we do them, when to do them, from where and for what. Patience with others is an extension of the patience that we cultivate for ourselves without expecting people to act, to change how we consider with our own rhythm. Sometimes expectations generate conflict, judgment, and frustration. And patience allows us to respect others' processes, rhythms, timings. Each person has his own path, his own rhythm, his own timing. And having awareness of that being patient with others does not mean tolerating harmful actions and behaviors. We're working here with spiritual virtues. We have to listen with empathy to understand without trying to impose our own views, our own rhythms, and let them have their own rhythms, but without tolerating harmful behaviors towards ourselves. When we have patience, we will allow ourselves to let go of control over the needs and the behaviors of others, and to trust that each one has its own process, its own learning and development. When in our different relationships, at work, with the family, and we practice patience, we will create a safer space, a space, a more loving space, where we can all grow and evolve with respect, without pressure. And it's very important in the closest relationships, that is our family, that each member has to be an ally, a support, and not an obstacle or a burden. Let's reflect internally. Am I patient with the people around me? Yes, no, sometimes. What does impatience generate in me? Let's ask our heart, how can I practice a more conscious and compassionate listening? It's like going to the gym. You have to practice, you have to train, you have to develop it. Breathing with your pulse taken, connecting with the earth and the universe, and that interconnection with all beings. Feeling how patience transforms our relationships. It makes them stronger. It nourishes them from acceptance. Emit that patience to all your relationships. You have to understand patience in our life processes. Life is full of cycles. There are moments where we are planting, sowing, and when we are harvesting. However, that need that we have for immediate results makes us become frustrated when they don't happen at the rhythm that we think or we plan. And that means that we're not trusting a higher plan. And patience will help us to trust the process and the divine time of life. That feeling that what is worth requires time, we have to apply it to life. For example, the birth of a being, the seed becoming a tree and giving fruit, a relationship, a solid relationship takes time. Even the development of our own skills and gifts and inner spirituality, it requires time. And we have to nourish it with patience. So I invite you to let patience release anxiety for the future, and it will help you live completely in the present. Impatience, many times, comes from fear and insecurity towards the future. So let's develop that capacity to trust that everything is aligning for our highest good. Internally, reflect. Do you trust the timing of life? Or are you trying to put pressure on it? What prevents you from trusting the timing of life? what is the need to force the rhythm of life? Remember to learn of the process instead of focusing only on the result. What can I learn from the process instead of focusing only on the destination? Working on developing patience in the processes of life will give us a sensation of peace when we understand that patience, that virtue. We are reminded that we don't have to know how or when things will happen, but our work is from the deepest part of our being is to so take care, sustain, and trust, knowing that in every instant we have been giving the best of ourselves. And that is the gift in itself, beyond the results, beyond the expectations, is how we do things. Releasing the need for control and open to receiving what is ours to receive in the perfect time. Breathe. Feel that interconnection. Connecting with that virtue that will transform our relationships with ourselves. It will transform us also in the relationship with life. It will prevent us from losing a lot of time and energy that we are depositing in the future, in an illusionary future. Internally, I trust the process. I release the need for speed, and I trust equilibrium, balance. And remember, as you develop patience, it doesn't mean that you have to be passive. You can't say that since I'm cultivating patience, I won't do anything and I will trust. No, no. From consciousness, from coherence, it is an active decision of accepting, a decision of respecting, and of flowing. That will allow us to be firm, to be calm, feel how patience is integrating in your observer, in your reality. and internally reflect. How can I cultivate more patience in my daily life? Each one of us has our own way, but how can we cultivate patience in our daily life? Breathe, listen to the beat of your heart. Keep navigating within you. Which areas of my life need me to release control, to trust the process? And how can I do it? And just wrap those areas of your life with love. Remembering that patience is an act of love towards ourselves. Patience is an act of love towards others. Patience is an act of love towards life. Recognize all the valuable, that all valuable, worthwhile things take their time. And when we learn to breathe with with an open heart, we receive what we need in perfect harmony. Breathe. We keep our connection to our heart, toward the beat of our heart, and make sure that your body is relaxed, but you're straight, that your back is straight. Your hands can be just softly on your lap, taking your pulse, connected to your pulse, to your breathing. Inhale through the nose, feeling how the fresh air fills your body, and exhale slowly through your mouth, liberating any tension or worry. Do it at your own rhythm, 2 or 3 times, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Putting all your attention in the present moment. Feel the weight of your body on the chair. Feel the natural rhythm of your breath and the soft beat of your heart. Give yourself this moment to connect with yourself. and with the virtue of patience. Feel it internally. Feel how it illuminates your being as you are patient, putting your attention in the center of your chest. Imagine that in this space there's a golden seed, vibrant, warm. This seed that represents patience. It's a virtue that you already have inside of you. It lives there. Although sometimes we lose touch with it. Visualize how that seed germinates with each breath that you're taking. With each in-breath, you bring peace, calm to it. And with each exhale, you allow it to grow softly at its own rhythm, listening to its own timing. And as you keep your attention in this internal image, repeat with me. I trust in the timing of life. Patience grows within me with each breath. Patience grows within me with each breath. Keep connected to this seed, to its energy. And observe how it begins to grow firmly. Observe how this seed is becoming a sprout full of golden light. This sprout that represents the capacity to accept the processes of life, trusting your path, and wait with peace, breathing. Without losing this attention, this state. Put your attention to any sense of frustration, of impatience that you might be feeling in this moment in your life. It could be a time of impatience or frustration in the past if you don't find one in the present. And visualize yourself in front of it and without judgment. Identify the sensation. Identify the emotion. In what part of your body do you feel that impatience, that frustration? Could be your jaw, your gut, your chest, muscles around your body. And once you have identified the sensation, the emotion, find the origin. Imagine that these emotions become like small gray clouds, and that with each exhale, those gray clouds dissipate slowly. Inhale that light and exhale, dissipating those clouds. Feel how you are liberating your inner space. And you dissipate more and more all those gray clouds. And let the golden light of patience inundate your whole being. Keep working on those sensations. And you can repeat this exercise with any situation that you find where impatience or frustration is showing up. And internally, I repeat, I let go of impatience. I trust that everything comes in the correct timing. I am at peace. And breathe. I let go of impatience, of frustration, and I trust that everything comes in correct timing. I am at peace. Feel that state of calm in your body, in your mind. And allow to rest. Allow to anchor this space of acceptance, this space of serenity. Remembering that everything has a correct timing. See yourself in a beautiful garden, the garden that represents your life and all that you're cultivating in it. Your dreams, your relationships, your projects, your personal spiritual growth, and observe your surroundings. Where you have plants there in different stages of development. Some are little tiny sprouts, while others are already blooming. Observe this garden with gratitude, with calm. Understanding that each plant has its own rhythm, that your dreams, your relationships, your projects, your own spiritual growth, each has its own rhythm. Walk softly around the garden of your life and put your attention on a plant in it that represents something that is important for you, a personal growth, relationship, project, and observe it with love, with patience, and say to it, connecting with it, I give you time to grow. I trust the process. I trust your process, your natural development. And emit with all your love this. I give you the time to grow. I trust in your process, in your natural development. And feel how this patience emitted from your love to this objective becomes an energy of acceptance, of trust, of peace. Now you understand that you don't have to force the growth of this plant, that your only task is to care for it, to nourish it, and wait with love for its own blooming, its own fruits. Feel how this objective, this project, relationship, through your patience and your care, will reach, will keep going this growing process. And finally, it gives fruit. Breathe. Keep breathing. And now bring your attention back to your inner space and visualize your being as a plant that is also growing. Recognize the areas of your life where you are going forward, where you are growing. Even if changes seem to be too small, insignificant, as if there were no change. Connect with those processes internally and say, I give myself permission to grow at my own rhythm. And repeat it until you actually feel that you're giving yourself permission to grow at your own pace. I accept myself as I am in this moment. Feel how you fill yourself with compassion. I give myself permission to grow at my own pace. I accept myself as I am in this moment. Patience begins to bloom inside of you. Becoming aware that you don't need to go faster. You don't need to compare yourself with anyone. Observe your own process. Observe if you're pushing it too hard. Observe if you're trying to go too fast and why you're doing so. Your path is unique and perfect, just as it is. And now watch how that seed of patience in your heart has already grown. That seed began with very small roots, and the sprout has become a strong and luminous tree. Feel how its roots are firmly anchored in the soil, and that its branches extend towards the sky. This tree that is your own strength, your calm. It's strength and calm that you have cultivated within internally. Patience is my guide. I trust in the timings of life. I trust my own process. I live with serenity and trust. Keep breathing. Feel this patience is there within and it stays with you and it's integrated in each part of your internal and your external reality. Allow it to keep you company all through the day. Remember that life has its perfect rhythm. Slowly come back. Feel your physical body. Feel your weight on the chair. Feel the contact with the surface. Connect with your normal breathing rhythm, with the beat of your heart. And now inhale deeply. And as you exhale, feel how the energy of patience wraps you, giving you equilibrium, giving you calm. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, feel that energy of patience radiating to all the areas of your life. It wraps all of them and gives them calm, equilibrium. When you feel ready, open your eyes slowly. And take with you the sensation of peace. Feel the serenity within you. Breathe. Remember that every moment of waiting is an opportunity to grow. Any moment that you're waiting is the opportunity to trust and to flow with life. And reach a conclusion, an internal conclusion on this spiritual virtue of patience. What is your conclusion? Take that conclusion to your heart. And for a moment, let's bring all this merit of our connecting with this virtue of patience, with this energy, be it for the benefit of all sentient beings. And feel how you are emanating a soft rain of patience and serenity towards all beings. Thank you so much, family. And we will go on then. Remember today to practice patience through the whole day. Thank you so much. And thank to me for the translation, the interpretation today. Thanks to each one of you, to every heart, inviting everyone to keep growing. And we still have a long journey with spiritual virtues. Okay, so big hug. And you can continue with all the different activities that we have. Follow us in the webpage. All the specialties, the trips, the retreats. We are here for all of you. Big hug. Take care. Okay, see you tomorrow then. Okay, bye-bye.